Hello, welcome or welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to let a bookshelf scavenger hunt choose my next read, and we're going to read the book together in this video. I have got 10 questions to ask myself, 10 books to pick, and the 10th one or the 11th one will be the book we're going to read in this reading vlog, obviously spoiler free as well. So question number 1 is choose a book with a cover that you love and find a book with a similar cover. I want to stop picking the usual picks, so I'm gonna challenge myself a little bit more to pick books I didn't usually pick, because like a cover I love, automatically I think Fearless, and I think I've chosen that for the last 2 scavenger hunts, so I'm gonna find something different. A cover that I love is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I just love the bright colours, the summery vibes. I love the blockiness as well. I just love these covers, and these remind me very much of Emily Henry's covers, and I feel like the most fitting would be Beach Read, just because obviously they're both on the beach, and there's pink, red, blue, yellow and white. So I feel like these match. Question number 2, turn to page 50 and find a book that has one of the words on that page in the title or on the cover. Page 50. Oh, page 50 is a new chapter. The title chapter is The Book Club. Was there a dignified way to happen upon your dead father's lover? If so, I imagined it wasn't blurting I have to pee, jerking free the bottle of wine you handed your host, and running back down the hall in search of a bathroom. But that was the best I could come up with. The Book Club. Well, on my September TBR, I do have the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So that's Book Club. Book Club. I feel like that's going to be my best bet. So we'll go with the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore. Question number 3, list some of the tropes of that book and find a book with similar tropes. This is small town romance, enemies to lovers, autumn themed. Should I go with enemies to lovers and find a romantasy to switch it up? Enemies to lovers. Let's go with Phantasma, because I feel like this is a very strong enemies to lovers. Oh no, I folded my book back. Oh no, that is so annoying. That is honestly like my worst fear when it comes to putting books in my bookcase, and I've literally done it. But strong enemies to lovers is Phantasma by Katie Smith. This is a book in which a girl goes into a haunted house and basically is forced to do trials to grant a single wish because her sister's gone missing. And in the house, the main male character agrees to help her out, and then a romance blooms. Question number 4, now find a book with opposite tropes to your current book. Okay, so we're thinking insta love and like really cutesy summery vibes. Or should we do like fake dating? Because I guess that's like insta lovey-ish. Insta love. I'm gonna go with Holding the Reins, because from what I remember, and I did not love this book, but from what I remember, about 40 pages in, they were basically like infatuated with each other. So I'm gonna go with Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope. It's really annoying that I didn't like this book because it has all the like credentials I'd like it has all the personality traits I'd like, but the execution, not my favourite. This is another small town cowboy romance, and it was just spice from the get-go, and that was like it. And I was like, well, okay, guess we're here now. And then there was like 300 more pages, which was just kind of same old. Question number 5 is reverse the page number of this book and find a book with a similar number of pages. Okay, how many pages is this book? 362. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. 362. So we need 263. 263. So we need something short. How long is That Kind of Guy? Oh, I sold That Kind of Guy. I mean, I genuinely think my shortest book is Powerful. I don't think I have anything in the 200 page range. This book made me cry. Oh my gosh, even just reading the last page is horrible. This is probably the closest I'm gonna get. This is 245 pages. Oh wait. I literally don't think anything else is as short. 233. Okay, yep. So we will go with Powerful by Lauren Roberts, one of my favourite series in the world. Question number 6. Find a book with a similar colour scheme to your current book. Okay, purple, silver and green. I mean, I can do purple and silver, but that's just powerless. Purple, silver and green. I could just go with purple because there's nothing purple, green and silver. I think I'm gonna go with Saving 6 because, oh my gosh. Saving 6 is the closest to the purple. I feel like that's the best I'm gonna do. And like, it's yellow, it's from a flower, and flowers have leaves. Do you kind of see what I'm saying here? We're gonna go with Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. I'm up to date on this series now, and I literally don't know what to do with myself because these books are incredible and I don't know how to survive without reading another one every single month. It's not been fun. It's not been fun coming to that realization. Question number 7, find a book that was published in the same year as your current book. When were you published? Saving Six was published on the 19th of December 2023. So I need to find a book that was published in 2023. Okay, we have Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. That actually took a lot longer to find a book published in 2023 than I thought it would. This is a YA chess romance, and this is so, oh, it's so wholesome, this. It wasn't amazing. It was like a 3.5 stars, I think, but it was so wholesome. It was so cute. Question number 8 is go to the first page of your current book and count the number of letters in the first word, and then find a book with a similar number of pages to the number of letters in that word. Okay, times 100. So a word with 5 letters would mean finding a book with 500 pages. Okay, so first page, where it says I am reliably informed that you're a Gen Z sex symbol. It says 2 years later. Eastern, maybe we go with Eastern, or do I do I am, or reliably, or it's I nearly dropped my phone? Let's go with Eastern. I feel like that's the best one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 600 pages. 600 pages. 527. This book has been absolutely ruined. Okay, this is 626. I feel like this is the best I'm gonna get. Look how ruined that got. Jeez Louise, what was I doing to this book? We can go with The Court of Mist and Fury. It's been so long since I've read these books and I honestly really miss them. I kind of want to reread them because these are the books that obviously, as did everybody else, get into reading with. Like, this is the book. Well, A Court of Silver Flames is the book, but this is the series. And I feel like I deserve a reread. Right, question number 9. Find a book with the same number of words in the title as your current book. Oh my god, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, words? Oh, find a book with the same number of words in the title. Okay, I thought it was letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we need 6 words. I've gone for They Both Die at the End because this is literally the only book on my bookcase which has 6 words in the title. Well, unless I do another ACOTAR book, but I felt like I've just done one, so I didn't want to do another one. The only other one I have is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, which is 7 words, so I thought this is the best one. Question number 10 is find a book that's title or author name starts with the last letter of your current book. So D, it has to be D. We're gonna try and keep it on my September TBR. So we need title or author having a D in it. And that one's no. We've got Brandon Sanderson, but no. Legends and Lattes, no. Rewatch, no. Oh, wait. We could do Daisy Jones and the Six. Daisy Jones and the Six. Let's do Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know I'm so late to the party with this book, but I'm so intrigued because this is like script or like interviews or something I've heard. Yeah, there's lots of people and it being like Karen. They blah, blah, blah. I actually maybe shouldn't have said that. Billy, everything was happening so fast. Camilla, iced tea, 3 lemons. So I'm really intrigued. So this is the bit we're gonna read in this video, obviously spoiler free. And if you want to know my thoughts, etc., please do keep watching. Hello, I've got some thoughts. I'm also very conscious that I wear this jumper in like all of my videos, but it is my comfiest, coziest, like cuddle of a jumper that I'm just always in it. Like if it's not in the wash and I'm not at work, I'm in this hoodie. So if you see this all the time, I apologize. But I'm about halfway through this book and I am loving it. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I've also brought you a little bit too far forward. Sorry, I can't actually sit up straight. This is written like an interview. So there's story, wait, how do I even say this? There's no, she walks into the bar and then she gets a drink, she sits down. It's Billy. Everything was happening so fast. And I was ... You're an underdog for so long and then one day you're not. So it's written as an interview and it is so cool. It's reading so fast as well because you don't have to, well, I don't know, I presume just because Taylor Jenkins Reid is very, very talented, kind of visualizing what's going on is so easy because as you're kind of witnessing a conversation, it's almost easier to visualize because it's written out so clearly for you, if that makes sense. I just think it's so Cool. This book follows Daisy Jones and the Six, which is a band which were popular in the 1970s. And this basically follows how they got so famous and kind of where they started, how the members of the band came about, because there's 7 members in the band, what all of their roles are, what all the relationships are, who meets who, the agency, their lives kind of outside of the band, how the band came about, how they wrote their albums. It is so cool, and I know that this has been made into a TV show or film, I'm not sure which one, and I will be watching because it's giving Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man. Obviously I know it's different, but it's giving that vibe. It's very much giving that vibe. Like, you are believing that this is a very famous band and it feels so real. So yeah, this follows interviews with each of the characters. So there's Daisy, Billy, Graham, Karen, Eddie, Warren, Graham, Rod. There's 8 people. There's so many people in this. There's Camilla. There's so many features of different characters. And in the middle of the book, and kind of the main focus, is Daisy Jones. And she is very much a young, beautiful, free-spirited singer-songwriter who had a bit of a harder upbringing. So definitely wanted to kind of make a name for herself, and it follows her struggles. There is a lot of substance abuse in this book, so maybe check the trigger warnings. It's nothing too crazy, but it's mentioned a lot, so just if that is something that may trigger you, definitely check the trigger warnings. Throughout the book, the 6 kind of do their thing and Daisy Jones is doing their thing, and then they agree to collaborate a little bit, but the kind of lead guy in the 6, Billy, and Daisy don't get on so well, so there's also a lot of conflict in this book. What I love is because it's in such an interviewee type of style, it's not sugarcoating anything, and it's not like, the characters are very real. Honestly, when I'm reading this, I literally just forget where I am. I am the interviewer. I am sat in the chair interviewing these characters. Taylor Jenkins Reid has done such a good job with this. I also saw on TikTok that the audiobook of this has a full cast, so every single voice has a different voice actor. Annoyingly, have run out of hours on my audiobook app on BookBeat, but if I could listen to this on audiobook, I so definitely would. But I'm gonna go read now. I have in fact lost my bookmark. It fell out of this book, so I need to find where I was. But I'm gonna probably finish it now because, like I said, it's reading so unbelievably quickly. Like, I so could have read this in one sitting, but I didn't want to because that would have made a really poor video. So anyway, I'll come back to you with my final thoughts. I have some final thoughts. It got 4.5 stars. I think it only didn't get 5 because, I don't know, because it was like a different type of story. Like, it wasn't a romance necessarily. Historical fiction, I'm just not used to the genre, so I didn't get the 5-star feelings, but maybe it is a 5-star. I settled on 4.5. I loved this. I absolutely loved the ending. You got to kind of see where the characters are now, which I thought was so special. I didn't know that we were going to get that, and you find out kind of the ending, like it's ended. It doesn't kind of lead on, but it kind of does. But kind of in a really satisfying way. It was so sweet, and I loved knowing kind of where all the characters ended up. I just really loved it overall. I could not recommend this more. It's such a interesting book. Historical fiction, because I also read Lessons in Chemistry this year and really enjoyed it. I think it's a genre I should be trying a little bit more of. So if anybody has any recommendations of cool, good historical fictions, please let me know, because I want to read more like this. And it did very much give me like end of summer vibes, so I'm very glad I read this when I did. I feel like I can't say much because I kind of explained what the book was about in my previous clip, and I don't want to risk spoiling anything because I feel like the ending, I went in obviously not knowing what was going to happen, and because I was just enjoying the story so much, I didn't overthink anything or start getting like, oh wait, does this mean this? Does this mean this? Which I think actually paid off really well for me, because I did not see anything that was coming. So I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I couldn't recommend this more. And also that ending, that ending. I was not expecting the ending to be the ending. Very happy with this video. This was a very successful scavenger hunt chooses by read. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I definitely recommend doing this yourself. I will leave all the questions that I used in the description if you want to do this yourself. Follow my Instagram and TikTok. They are both What Rose Is Reading. I post all sorts over there, so please do follow me over there. Subscribe. I post every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. and hopefully I'll see you again in another video. Kisses and hugs. Bye. Bye.